Hey, this is Latoya Dixon Smith of Systems for Photographers, and I wanted to make a quick video showing you how to use my 2019 business money management template. So this is something that I've been working on for personal use, but I wanted to share it with anyone else who wanted to have some sort of tracker for their business money management when it comes to their income, expenses, and how they're mapping out the revenue for their business. So I'm going to show you exactly what each sheet in this worksheet does. So the first one is the income log. And essentially, each row is for a transaction. So I have a test row here, which is just a test transaction. And this is just anything that comes in through how you're getting paid. You can use your bank account. You can use like an account like Stripe or Square to go and reference the dates when you're getting paid and what the transaction was for. In any categories, you can use the sheet to classify what it was for. So I have this test transaction in here. You can put the name, you can change it. Column C for category is actually a drop down. So you can see the categories for these different transactions, and you can actually go into the sheet itself and add extra criteria or add extra categories. So let's just say we have services, products, speaking, donations, and let's say you want to add something for like affiliates. If you get affiliate money, you save that, and then you'll notice that it'll be down here. Okay. So here's how the sheet works. The only really input that you're going to put here is everything from columns A through D. Your date, your transaction name, your category, and then the revenue. That's what the amount is going to get paid, that you're getting paid. Everything else is going to populate automatically. So let's just delete this, and you'll see that everything else goes back to zero here as well as here. So let's just say that transaction actually was 1,000. With my income log, I have it set up so that it mimics the Profit First method. If you haven't read the book Profit First, it's a great read, and it'll help you really kind of frame your mindset around getting paid in your business, not just making money to pay bills or making money to pay taxes, but pricing your services, pricing your products, and doing business so that you're putting money back in your business and also so that you're getting paid. So in our profit first model, we have every piece of revenue that comes in is going to be split between profit, owner's pay, taxes, and the remaining, which is going to be your operating expenses. So here we have that $1,000 in revenue. We have $50 goes to profit, which is 5%. We have 50% of owner's pay, which is $500. 15% goes to taxes, and the remaining 30 goes to your operating expenses. Now, when you add a transaction, you'll see that because we have it classified in January, it's going to populate over here in the January column. This is just showing you for the month what you have coming into revenue, profit, owner's pay, taxes, and operating expenses. And then you'll see what those totals are for the year at the bottom here. Okay, so you can use this sheet, for the entire year. Put all of your income in here, and you'll see month to month what's going to be your most profitable months. And you can go back in your income tracker to see what those were. Like, were they services? Were they products? What are the things that brought you in the most money? And I like to look at that month to month to see if there's something I need to do to push maybe the things that are selling better, or to even increase the activities I'm doing so the things that are not doing so well, I can move forward and try to make some more money with those. But that's how you use this sheet, and I hope it's helpful. This sheet shows the expense log, which tracks and trends your expenses that you incur in your business accounts. The manual inputs for this sheet are the date, transaction name, the expense amount, the recurrence, whether it's something that shows up on your statements monthly, whether it's a one-time thing or whether it's an annual fee of some sort, as well as category. So this just helps you keep account of, what's coming up each month. If there's something that you can track and you can project it for the next month, as well as something that's, kind of a one-off thing, or if it's annually, you can keep that into account for your budgeting. So let's have an example here. Let's say today we got charged for PPA. So I'm a photographer and I use PPA for my insurance, my equipment insurance, and that is $28 a month. But let's just say this was a one-time thing. As you'll see, it's going to populate the totals over here. So for January, we have $43 in expenses. 28 of those are the one-time, and 15 of those are the monthly. And you'll see the totals down here as well. So we have the totals that you can see what's happening each month, as well as the totals of what's happening and what the recurrence is. So even if you use this sheet to project your 2020 expenses at the end of the year, you can see kind of how much you spent in each category. This sheet shows your revenue model, and I really like this because it allows me to be a little bit more forward thinking when it comes to what I want to sell in my business, what I want to offer, and what are the numbers that I should be striving to achieve a goal of a certain monthly income, or even my annual income. So the sheet is broken up into the top half, which is the projected numbers, and the bottom half, which are going to be your actual numbers of what you actually produce in the business. So in the first column, you have your different offers, and in the second column are going to be your offer pricing. So let's just say that I'm a wedding photographer and I have a deluxe package. So I'm going to put the offer name here, and you'll see that it'll automatically populate in the actual column as well. And I want to change, let's say I change this number to my deluxe package for wedding photography is going to be 10 grand. That's also going to change this total down here too. But what you'll see is in the column up here, you're going to put the numbers of how many of each individual offer you're going to sell. So how many of the deluxe packages will I be planning on selling in January, or what is my goal? Let's say I put 3, so that of course it's 30 grand, and I'm feeling really ambitious in February, so I'm going to book 5 of them. So you'll see that my total for the deluxe package and my running total for the year is going to be at 80 grand. And then it will, as you add more offers, as you add in numbers here for each month, it's going to update those totals, and you'll see the monthly totals down here. So again, this is great if you want to say you have a goal of 80 grand in mind for the year that you want to hit, and you can see how what you're offering and the prices that you're offering them at, as well as how many you're going to be selling of them, how many of them you're going to be selling, is affecting that number. So it's just good for you to help you do those projections, and also kind of be strategic about what you're offering in your business and how many people you're getting them in front of, so that you can see what you need to be doing month to month to pull those numbers. This sheet, which are your projected expenses. And the reason why this isn't auto-populated as well is because your expenses will vary from month to month. You'll have, of course, your one-time expenses, your annual expenses that don't happen on a consistent basis. And so you're going to be the smart one to update your expenses accordingly. However, your projected income is going to be generated from your revenue model. Your actual income is going to be generated from your income log, and your actual expenses are going to come from your expense log. So what this shows you is that whatever your actual income in, whatever your actual expenses are, what the remaining balance is going to be is just going to be the difference. And then the column F is going to show you if you're in the green or if you're in the red, depending on, are your expenses exceeding your income? And of course, the goal is to actually be in the green every single month so that you are making more money than you are spending. Therefore, you're budgeting well in your business.